like almost ready. I love to make these shakes, and those are all the funny ingredients. Very brown banana. Bottoms up. My bike is ready too. Almost. A couple of things are still missing. So I'm bringing this super cheap lock just in case I need to run to the restroom, because it's always an issue when you're on your own. Nobody can watch the bike, but I have a pretty big bladder, so I hope for the best. Today I'm attempting something that I've never done before. I want to ride at least 120 or 130 kilometers, depending on the route. I hope the weather will last. As you can see, it's not ideal. It's not too cold and not too warm though, so this might not be that big of an issue. I just hope it won't rain. And of course a little sun would have been good to motivate me, but I don't care. I mean, I'm happy to learn how to ride in all kinds of weathers. I'm really excited and a little bit nervous, to be honest, because my legs already hurt before I even started, but I'm sure I will get better. And there's this cat running around my legs. Hey there. Yeah, I know. It knows my legs are gonna be in pain. I arrived at the end of that bike path through Grunewald, which was this direction. And that's pretty much the route I knew. And now I have to look at the map because I have no clue how to get to Schönefeld, so to the airport. I hope it's not going to be too complicated. Like this. My legs feel okay. They hurt a little bit, but I mean, it's only been 28 kilometers, so it should be fine. I'm trying to pace myself and not push it too much because I know I still have a long way to go. Another thing I notice is I'm thinking way too much about, oh my god, I have so much distance still to cover. So I'm trying to focus a little bit more on just the surroundings, the area. I'm not used to going routes that I don't know yet, especially since I don't have like a really good navigation system. I just have my phone currently, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But I try to tell myself it's an adventure and I'm looking forward to it. Okay. First issue. A couple of kilometers later, there's the street and there were a lot of couples. And my chain came down, which really sucks. I don't know if I can repair it. I'll see. There you go. I hope this ride does not end here. So far, this has not worked. Yeah, I will have to turn my bike around. This is like the first time I've had something like that. I know my chain is kind of through. I should have gotten a new one, but it's so difficult to get extra parts and an appointment at the bike shop at the moment. So I was like, okay, well, I can do a little bit more. Let's pray someone comes by and helps me. Or let's pray that I can fix it myself. I made it. Now I'm really proud of myself. I know that was not a big deal probably for most of you, but for me it is. Ride continues. Quick update. I'm somewhere in Gropiusstadt. I have no idea. Google Maps is just horrible. And no, I don't have Komoot yet. It led me to something like this. I decided to do a little bit of a different route now. I'm here and this is Schönefeld, but I decided to just go around a little bit and go back up north where I live here. I'm tired of passing all those like little paths. It's just annoying. My legs feel good. I'm at, I think, almost 60 kilometers. Alright, 80 kilometers done. I'm back home. I'm gonna grab some food and use the restroom, have some water. I'm like sweating and I'm pretty sure a bunch of flies died on my face. And as soon as I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna continue with the second part of my ride, which should be a lot more relaxing because I know the route and I can just go and ride it and come home and celebrate that I rode a really long distance. My bike needs some rest too. Ooh, food. Going up to Wandlitz now. Should be around 50 kilometers altogether. Finally made it to Wandlitz. I'm at 103 kilometers, which is just 1 kilometer less than my record that I did last Sunday, which was 104 kilometers. I actually feel quite good. My legs were hurting for a while, but now they just like got used to it again. And I think it's time for one of these. I'm just a little bit concerned about the time because I didn't bring a front light. I got here pretty fast, so I should be fine. But not 100% positive. Yeah, it really takes a lot more time to do those distances than I thought. But I think one thing that was keeping me back on my way down south was all those like wrong turns and dead ends and parks that I had to ride through on gravel and whatnot. If I had done this route like just twice, I would have been done like so much faster. I'm back in the hood and I'm hungry. So I'm at the gas station to get some ice cream and hopefully some frozen pizza if they have it. And beer. Perfect. No pizza, but ice cream and eine Laugenstange. For my non-German friends, that's eine Laugenstange. I'm gonna eat this over there. While I'm eating my ice cream, maybe a quick resume. How do you say that? A quick conclusion about today. I felt fine most of the time. My legs were in pain sometimes, but I didn't feel like they were gonna cramp or I'm gonna bonk. I was just riding, and honestly, I could probably even do a little bit more, but the sun is going down and I think, I should not overdo it. Is it weird that I'm eating my ice cream while talking? Overall, I really enjoyed just spending all day in the saddle. I wasn't bored. I felt very free. I had to overcome the whole way of thinking, oh my god, I still have so many kilometers to go and I'm gonna be tired, or I'm gonna have a flat, or I'm gonna have something else happening, and how would I get back? Possibly if I have like a mechanical failure and like overthinking. I really had to work on that and just enjoy my surroundings. I also noticed that around 100 kilometers I started to sing on the bike. That was really funny. I've never done that before. Luckily there was nobody around. That was an interesting discovery. I just want to figure out where's my limit, you know, how far can I go, because I always held myself back thinking I would get sick or I would not be able to make it or it would just have too big of an impact on my body. But now just doing it and not overthinking it, I feel really good. I'm gonna eat my ice cream and go home, and probably, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't have pizza at home. Maybe some pasta and have a beer, for sure. Okay, bye.